Alrighty guys, I'm going to do a detailed breakdown of my custom rear fender eliminator. In an earlier video, the only thing I bought for my custom fender eliminator is a TST Industries bracket that holds up the license plate, but other than that, I bought my own pieces and pieced my lights together, and I'll show you how exactly I did it. So here we go. So what I'm working with are these 14-inch LED flexible lights. They're white because it's the color I want. They were 20 bucks even after tax at a local Walmart, and they came with this cheap switch, a shit ton of watch batteries. I don't know why they chose that to power it, and the lights, but I'm pretty much going to take away the switch, the lights. I'm going to put my own switch in it so I can have them on and off during the day, on during the night, and they'll just wire into the existing license plate light wire as a power source. So you just really have to make sure with whatever you're buying, the focus, that it's 12-volt battery power. That's very common, so I don't really think you'd have a problem, but just make sure, just in case. A quick side note, this is your license plate light, your original one out of your original fender, your license plate fender. Basically you're gonna need it. So one, it's a pain in the ass, literally pain in the ass, to get this thing out of that original fender, but once you get it out, you should have this, and this is just your license plate wire. And I'm going to do an overview really quick. I'm pretty much just going to splice in these two wires right here. See if I can focus in. There's two separate wires, of course, positive, negative, into the positive, negative of this existing wire, so I can easily plug it in and it should work right away. Again, 12-volt power. I'm going to also add in a switch so I can have them off during the day, but I'm going to go ahead and snip this end off. I'm going to go ahead and take all this apart, and then I'm going to go ahead and splice it in. I'm actually going to solder them in, and I'm going to put shrink wrap over it, or heat shrink I should say, over it, so it just has a clean look. But hopefully you'll understand once I've got it done. Alrighty guys, so I got the positives together. These are both positives. Remember, these are two light strips, so both positives, and then both negatives. And so you solder them together. I'm going to heat shrink them, like I said, just to make it look clean here. I got a bunch of heat shrink, so I'm going to heat shrink it, and then this should plug back right into the license plate light port, whatever you want to call it, and it should work. I finished putting shrink wrap over it so it looks clean. It looks like one big wire, but it's not. They're all spliced in there. So yep, I'm going to plug it in to the license plate light port and turn the bike on. Hopefully these LEDs come on, man. So we'll see. As far as getting to your wiring harness for your rear lights, your brake light and your blinker lights and your license plate light, you're gonna need to remove your seat, which is all that I have done so far. But you're gonna have to remove preferably your back seat, this panel, and just this panel too. If you're gonna do the whole setup, your blinkers, you're gonna need this side panel off, this side panel off, but I've already got them there, so I'm not going to take these side panels off. The only thing I'm going to take off is this panel and this bracket. You have to get this bracket out. Now don't be scared by this, wondering if you have it or not, because you won't if you haven't done this mod yet. That's the ground to my my new flasher relay, and that's something you'll have to buy too when you're doing your blinkers too, if they're LED strips. So I'll get back with you once I've got it all taken apart. Alright guys, so here's the little wiring harness for your turn signals and your brake light and your license plate light. Obviously the one that isn't plugged in right now is my license plate. This is either your left or your right blinker, either your left and your right blinker. You guys can figure it out when you're taking it apart, I forget. So basically I'm going to plug in the light that I just made my new license plate light into here. I'm going to start the bike, and hopefully those lights come on and I'll have license plate lights. Alright guys, so plugged in that wire I made earlier, my license plate wire. Here are the two LED strips, that'll be my lights. Right here into this plug, which is your license plate light. So I'm going to go ahead and turn the bike on, and hopefully they turn on also. And here we go, we got magic. Not really magic, but knew it would happen. But yeah, these will be my lights. Kind of general idea. One will be strung here in the center of this tail and it'll shine on the wheel, and then the other one I'll cut to go right under there. So there you go. Let me just wire it back up and she'll be good to go. Alright, before I go guys, I know that some of you will take this tutorial and start from the dead beginning with your original Fender kit. So I'm going to show you how to put in the turd signals as well really quick. Mine are already put in, but I will just run you through the steps. First thing, if you look right here, this is where your flasher relay is going to be. Now you'll have to get a new one because your original flasher relay is for your original turn signal lights, and those turn signal lights, they're halogen. They're like an original light bulb. If you're gonna do this, they're gonna replace them with LED lights, so you're gonna need a different flasher relay. You can get this one right off the shelf if you can read it at Auto Parts, AutoZone, Advanced Auto Parts. It's the Novita EP34. It was like 12, 13 bucks. And it's got a plug here right in the bottom. Now your stock plug is going to have this right angle tube plug, and this actually has 3 prongs on the bottom. Now your third prong is going to be ground. As you can see, that blue piece, I actually made a wire and I grounded it right here. And I'll show you where that ground is, but you're just gonna have to ground the extra wire, so do not freak out. And that's actually gonna be, let me make sure I get this right for you guys. So basically, I can't see it. Actually, maybe I can. No, I can't. So basically, if you're looking at it at the, the labeling, Novita EP34, it's going to be the prong right here on the far left, this way. So that prong right there is what you'll need to ground. So basically, you make a cable, then you ground it, and there you have your flasher relay, and then you won't have to worry about that. And then the next thing, now the same steps I showed you into splicing and soldering my license plate wire, you will do the same with your turn signal wires. So you get your turn signal wires, and then your stock, well, you take your stock turn signal wires, you snip off the original lights, and then you go ahead and splice and solder in your new LED light strips. So basically you'll take this out, you'll take all of these out. This is your license plate, this is your right or left turn signal, and this is your right or left turn signal. Take all those out. You'll use your stock cables, but you'll snip off the end, and you will basically wire it through the bike and solder them through, and then you'll have them here. And I'll just show you that those work. So this is my left. My left blinker is on. Go ahead and switch to my right. My right blinker is on. Now if you do not have the right flasher relay, this Novita EP34 that you can hear ticking right now, they probably will flash too fast, but I've seen a majority of them where they stay on or they stay off. So you need that flasher relay. Remember, the Novita or Tridon. It's listed under Tridon or Novita EP34 flasher relay. That's one of the most important pieces that you have if you change your turn signals to LEDs. Now, The license plate light doesn't matter because it's always on. You don't need it to blink unless you want a switch or something. You can install a switch, but those are just lights that are always running. So you don't need anything special for those. Just need to wire those or splice those in and wire it right back up. So I'm going to go ahead and clean this all up. I'm going to go ahead and run the wires through, put the bike back together, and then hopefully we'll have a final result here. Alright guys, so I got the bike put back together. Basically I ran a strip right here, right under the license plate, and you can cut these. And then I ran a strip just because I had a second one right in the center of this undertail. So we'll see how that glows. Maybe it'll light up this back area where the wheel is, and then we'll see how this glows also. Let's go ahead and turn it on. Alrighty, so that license plate light is actually going to work because the license plate is reflective. But we'll see. This doesn't look that bright. But I'm going to move it out to the dark over there. And we'll see, but so far it's working out here. We'll do the turn signals also. Those work. The light on. Do the right one. Those are still working. So we're good. Let me just go move the bike out, see if this undertail light is a huge difference. It just looks like it on camera. Yeah, this is the rear. And then the other side, the undertail. Alright guys, so that was my detailed breakdown of my custom Fender Eliminator kit. The things you'll need is a license plate bracket, 2 amber LED strips for your left and right turn signals, 1 or 2 white LED strips for your license plate light, and a light anywhere near the rear end of your bike. You'll also need the Novita EP34 flasher relay. That's also listed under Tridon. It could be Tridon EP34 or Novita, doesn't matter. You can find that flasher relay at an Advanced Auto Parts store, AutoZone, O'Reilly's, whatever auto store, pretty much. So that's my detailed breakdown. If you have any questions within the instructions I provided, please leave a comment and I'll reply as soon as possible. So thanks guys, and good luck.